So the first tool that I'm going to be using today is called the 5S. And to demonstrate the 5S, I used my desk as an example. I decided to do that because I saw that I identified a problem that my desk was a little too messy for my liking. I realized that having the desk messy and with so much stuff in it is counterproductive towards schooling, gaming, or any other desk activity that I wanted to do. The first step in 5S is to sort. And to do that, I took away all of the unnecessary things that did not belong at my desk to have a cleaner environment. The second step is to straighten. And what I did to do that was make everything that belonged to my desk go to an individual slot where I knew I could find them. And if they weren't there, then that means they were missing. So that would identify the problem quickly. The third step in the 5S tool is sweep. And to demonstrate that, I just used a rag to wipe down my desk and make sure it's nice and clean. The fourth step is to standardize. And to do that, I created a list and checklist that will make sure that my desk will always stay clean. And as long as I go through that checklist, then I will see if anything is wrong, if anything is missing, and where my stuff is at. And finally, the final step is self-discipline. And that comes with everything else that I did. And as long as I keep doing that, go through my checklist, and I will find any abnormalities that are happening in my desk that shouldn't be there or anything that's missing. Just go through the checklist, make sure that everything is in the right position every day, and I can keep that self-discipline going. Now I'm just going to show you the before and after of using the 5S tool on my desk. Something else that I could do to keep addressing this problem is make sure everything is labeled. Having a label maker, label everything where everything is supposed to be, count the number of pens I have in the container, how many controllers I have, how many things I can have here. And to do that, that would just maximize efficiency in everything and make it much easier to work. The next tool that I'm going to be showing you is the Kanban tool. And to demonstrate this, I'm going to use my Brita and a 1-cart system. In order for the Brita to purify the water, it uses a filter. You can get these filters at just about any grocery store around. And once you fill it up, it'll tell you if your filter is in good state, it'll flash green. But if you refill it and it starts flashing red like so, that means it's ready to be replaced. And that means that you need to go to the store and get another filter. I apply the Kanban to this by already buying the 3-pack of filters that you can get at the store. And so when it starts flashing red, that means it's ready to go. It needs replacement. So I just throw it away and put in the new one without having too much excess of filters, but having just enough to where I need to replace it. I already have another one ready to go in. Something that I learned from this exercise is that by following these tools, it makes life much simpler, makes things much neater, makes things easier to find, and it just simplifies a lot of stuff that you didn't think you were doing every day, but really you actually were, because to me it seemed like advanced common sense, because kind of like the Kanban, it makes sense to buy 3 just so you don't have to go to the store as soon as it starts flashing red. It's easier to have 3, which is not excess, but it's just enough for you to have in case you need to replace that Brita filter. And for the 5S, I learned that all those steps add up to how neat and organized you are, and that will increase your chances of doing better in school or having more space when you need to work and stuff like that. Something else that I learned is that you can find any abnormalities just like that, because if something is not there, then you can find it quickly because you've already organized everything. You already know it should be there. And in the Kanban with the filters, you know that you already have another one in place in case you need it on demand, and it makes time much faster for you because you don't have to run to the store now.